Brothers Market in Sigourney is having a 2-day sale this Friday and Saturday. Bring the little ones in. Santa will be here on Friday, December 13th from 5 to 7 p.m. Door prizes and free samples. Take advantage of all the great savings you see. Savings are always made simple at Brothers Market in Sigourney, but especially during the 2-day sale this Friday and Saturday. That's Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney on the west side of the square.
Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
Join the Watch Your Opera House this Saturday, December 14th at 6 p.m. for a festive evening where The Finesse will deck the halls with their holiday magic, delivering a repertoire of classics that'll transport you to the heart of the season. Doors open at 5 and the show starts at 6. It's an all-ages show and tickets are a free will donation. Bring your friends and family and be part of the festive fun this Saturday with The Finesse at the Watch Your Opera House. It's Christmas time at Mahaska Drug at 205 North E Street in Oskaloosa. They have everything Christmas that you could possibly need in the store. You've got to stop in and check it out. Plus, come see Santa at Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa every Saturday through Christmas, plus on Christmas Eve from 11 to 1. Mahaska Drug also has a wreath decorating contest going on. The annual Christmas giving tree is in store, and so much more. There's always something happening at Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. They're open 7 days a week. Stop by for whatever your Christmas needs are.
And here's your host, Steve Shedler.
And welcome in. Hey, it is a Friday the 13th. Ooh. Time for the morning wake up here on Steve Shetler Media, brought to us by our good friends at Brothers Market downtown Sigourney. You definitely want to stop in today and tomorrow. They've got their 2-day sale going on at Brothers Market in Sigourney. And, savings are always made simple at Brothers Market. Find more information at shopbrothersmarket.com. Download the Brothers Market app. We thank Brothers Market in Sigourney. Again, their 2-day sale going on this weekend. We thank Brothers Market for being the headline sponsor on the morning wake up. And of course, we're broadcasting live from the Oski Dental Studios. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at 641-673-4845. Accepting new patients. They're going to file your insurance forms for you at Oski Dental. They're a Delta dental provider, and they're located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. We thank Oski Dental and Brothers Market for being big sponsors of our morning wake up here on Steve Shetler Media. And let's take a look at our forecast. Yeah, it's not looking the greatest for this weekend. Winter weather advisory will be in effect tonight at midnight, and that'll run through 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Otherwise, partly sunny for today, Friday, a high around 24. East winds gusting up to about 25 miles per hour. Freezing rain moving in tonight, and that'll be mainly after 2 a.m. Temps will actually be rising tonight into the low 30s by the morning hours, and east winds gusting up to 30 miles per hour. Ice accumulation at 0.1 to 0.3 of an inch possible. So, it doesn't take much ice, obviously, to get things really slick really quick. So just be aware of that if you're doing any late night traveling tonight. It sounds like we should be all right for if you've got some high school basketball tonight. Should be all right. That freezing stuff sounds like it should hold off till late overnight. But yeah, again, could be slick, especially in the morning hours. If things are untreated in the morning hours, things could be very slick. So just be aware of that. Rain or freezing rain for tomorrow. becoming all rain after 7 a.m., a high of 38. Precipitation chance on Saturday at 100%. Little or no ice accumulation expected. Just be aware of it, though. If you're getting out first thing in the morning tomorrow morning, could be slick. 50% chance of some rain tomorrow night, a low of 35, and then Sunday will be cloudy and a high of 42. Now, current conditions on this Friday morning in southeast Iowa, humidity at 66%. Winds are east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. The barometer at 30.52. Dew point at -1. And right now, at 7:06 on your Friday morning, we have 9 degrees here in the big town of Sigourney, Iowa. Now, as far as that winter weather advisory goes, again, that's set for tonight at midnight through Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Difficult travel conditions will be possible at times. East to southeast winds will be blowing around during the freezing rain, which will put some extra stress on tree branches. Additionally, expect temps to quickly warm tomorrow morning, which will help melt that ice faster. But slow down, use extra caution. And, when you're heading out during wintry weather, you can always get more information by calling 511 or going to that app. So, just be advised. Coming up late tonight into tomorrow morning, things could get slick. Officially a winter weather advisory from midnight tonight through 9 a.m. tomorrow. Your weather sponsored by the Garden Gate in Sigourney. What do we got up next? Our This or That is brought to us each weekday morning by Stacy Flynn, Legacy Insurance Group and Welcome Realty located in Sigourney. And this post goes up on Facebook each weekday at 6 a.m., and you can comment on that if you want. Sledding or snowboarding is our This or That. This is sledding. That is snowboarding. Snowboarding, I would definitely break my neck. So I'm going with sledding. If I had to choose between these two, I'm sledding. I'll sled down a hill, but I'm not going to go snowboarding. Never snowboarded in my life. Never will. I can tell you that right now. Sledding is my choice on our This or That. But again, if you want to make your opinion known, you can comment at that post that went up at 6 a.m. this morning. Coming up at noon today on this Friday, our question of the day. It's sponsored by Amy's Salon House and Spa at 202 North Main in Sigourney. What is a holiday tradition that you do every year? What do you think? What is a holiday tradition that you do every year? We're kind of a traditional family. I think I told you guys the night of Thanksgiving, we always go to my mom's to put up her Christmas tree at her apartment. So that's one thing that we've always done. We always did, till a few years ago, we always had like a Christmas cookie decorating contest, which was always a lot of fun. Just stuff like that. So what are holiday traditions that you do every year? That'll be our question of the day that goes up at noon today on Steve Shetler Media Facebook. Let's take a peek up next at our For the Fun of It tournament. And for December, we're talking Best Christmas Movies. Our tournament this month sponsored by Shetler Insurance Services. You can see Stacy on the east side of the square in Sigourney. So this matchup that goes until 6 p.m. this evening with voting has How the Grinch Stole Christmas against Scrooged. So thumbs up on the voting for the Grinch, a heart for Bill Murray and Scrooged. So get your votes. I don't know if I really honestly don't know if I've ever seen Scrooged. I saw, How the Grinch Stole Christmas many times when I was a kid. I don't know if I've ever seen the Jim Carrey updated version. And that's been several years ago now, too. So, and there are talks that there could be another Grinch movie with Jim Carrey coming out because he came out of retirement because he needed money. So we'll see if that happens or not. But How the Grinch Stole Christmas against Scrooged, that is our matchup that goes until 6 p.m. Let's take a look at our brackets overall for this tournament. So far, It's a Wonderful Life, A Christmas Story, A Charlie Brown Christmas, and Elf have all moved on to the next round. Of course, we're doing the Grinch versus Scrooged right now. And then coming up next week, we'll have the likes of Ooh, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer against The Nightmare Before Christmas. That's a clash of stylistic Christmas movies. Home Alone against Bad Santa next week. And Miracle on 34th Street against National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. So some great first-round matchups left in our tournament. Again, you can vote on each of these matchups on Steve Shetler Media Facebook. We just put this up here just a few minutes ago, our Athlete and Team of the Week. We're finally back to voting for the Athlete and Team of the Week. We had about a month off just because, it's a dead time. A lot of November and into early December. Sports in that in-between time frame, in between from, like football and volleyball to basketball and wrestling are kind of the main things that go on during the winter months. So now that we're into that, the Keokuk County Hospital and Clinic's Athlete of the Week for this past week is Sigourney Basketball's Bryn Clarahan. Bryn just a freshman, and she's a heck of a player. I'm glad we get to follow some of her and the Savages games here on Steve Shetler Media this winter. But Bryn, the game we had last week against Keota, Bryn had like 22 points, I think. So she's going to be a heck of a player, already is a heck of a player, and you guys voted her the Athlete of the Week with 440 votes. I'm looking up at my wall that I have here in the studio as far as where Bryn would place. You got to keep an eye on the Athlete of the Year that we'll have at the end of this school year in August with the championship belt tournament. Bryn would be right now with 440 votes. She would be the number 3 overall seed. So Bryn making a nice debut with the Athlete of the Week, Sigourney Basketball's Bryn Clarahan, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinic's Athlete of the Week. Our Team of the Week, sponsored by Kelly Style State Farm, is EBF Girls Wrestling, Rocket Wrestling. EBF girls, they are really great athletes in Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont. And those girls wrestlers in EBF, really good. They were voted our Team of the Week with 360 votes. And again, if you put them up against all the other Team of the Weeks from this school year, they would be number 1 with 360 votes. By far. Nobody else is even close. So EBF Girls Wrestling getting a ton of votes. They are our Team of the Week. Congratulations to them and to Bryn Clarahan, our Athlete and Team of the Week. What else we got? Let's do some community calendar. It's sponsored by Enchanted Events, just south of Sigourney on Highway 149. And make sure you book your next event at Enchanted Events. Coming up this weekend, got a bunch of stuff going on this Saturday and Sunday. Sunday is Santa Claus coming to town in Watchier at the Holland Coble Funeral Home from 1 to 3. Put that on your calendar. In South English, we've got the North Keokuk County Fire Station's Santa in South English event. That comes up on Saturday from 11 to 12:30. They've got some great food to eat, and Santa is going to be there. Get a goodie bag from Santa Claus. This weekend in Watchier, they've got a bunch of things going on that's going to conclude with the Finesse concert, holiday special at the Watchier Opera House. That's tomorrow night from 6 to 8 p.m. It's for a free will offering. You can pay whatever you want. Pay $1, pay $20, pay $100, whatever you want to do. The Finesse at Watchier Opera House, that should be a good time. Over in Pella this weekend, an event called A Legacy Home Christmas is going on. A nice fundraiser for some great things that they're doing with those folks. And that'll be at the Vermeer Global Pavilion in Pella, featuring Christian artist Todd Agnew on Saturday night. So put that on your calendars. What else do we have going on? I don't know if I have the info to put up on the screen. I know, there it is. Breakfast with Santa is tomorrow morning at the Sigourney Public Library from 8:30 to 10:30 a.m. So check that out. Put that on your calendars. And then they've also got an auction going on at the Sigourney Public Library that wraps up on Sunday. So, it's just that time of the year. Busy, busy time. Lots of stuff going on surrounding the Christmas holiday And lots of things to take part in. So get in on that. Our community calendar sponsored by Enchanted Events. Now, coming up today, here just in a few hours, we'll be hanging out at Barn Wired in Sigourney for the Iowa Music Showcase. Lori and Joe King will be live at Barn Wired playing some tunes this morning, and we'll do a live interview. That's a Friday the 13th edition of the Iowa Music Showcase, something you can be in person at every Friday at Barn Wired, 11:30 to noon. We have a different music artist each Friday at Barn Wired, so you can stop in, be part of the live audience, get something to eat, something to drink, and have a good time with the Iowa Music Showcase this week, Friday the 13th, with Lori and Joe King at Barn Wired, or of course you can watch here on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook and YouTube. And then tomorrow morning, I don't know about this. I'm kind of iffy on whether we're going to have the sports section or not. With the way the weather is, with that winter weather advisory, I think it's going to be all right to drive, but I don't know. I don't know if I want people out and about, especially our guests in the sports world coming from different towns. We'll see. I'll make a decision on that later on today. I'll talk to Andy McGuire later on tonight, our host, and see what the weather, see what we're thinking. We'll have a little powwow. We've got folks from Pekin and the Tri-County areas coming to our sports section tomorrow. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm leaning towards not doing it. So we'll make a final decision on that later on. So that's some stuff that's going on. And of course, tonight, I guess I didn't say tonight, on Steve Shetler Media, we've got some basketball scheduled. Looks like we will get that in. We'll have Sigourney at English Valleys tonight, two area teams battling it out. So tune in. Andy McGuire will have the call of the play-by-play. Josh Clubb has the night off. So Andy going to fill in on the play-by-play. He's going to do a fantastic job. I'll be hanging out, running the camera, keeping the score updated, and chiming in occasionally. Sigourney at English Valleys basketball, girls and boys. Girls will start at 6, boys to follow, so tune in for that. Next week, we have a Monday, Tuesday, Friday schedule. Sigourney at Cardinal, Pekin versus Lone Tree, Pekin versus Hillcrest. So tune in tonight and next week for area basketball. Then we'll have the Christmas break, and we'll be back in 2025 with lots more basketball, as you can see on your screen. January going to be very busy with basketball games. All right, let's do some birthdays. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Birthdays, celebrity and hometown birthdays brought to us by Hometown Real Estate. Nikki Leathers, your broker-owner realtor. And you can get more info at hometown-re.com. On the hometown side, for the entire weekend, we've got Jennifer McLaughlin with a birthday today. Happy birthday to my old classmate, Jennifer. We've got Iowa Country Music's Blake Jack with a birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday to Blake. Just had him in not too long ago on the Iowa Music Showcase. Carolyn Holm with a birthday tomorrow. Todd Cranston, Chris Hoffman with birthdays on your Saturday. And then Sunday, we've got that Hockaholic from the Hockaholic podcast, Brandon Schultz with a birthday on Sunday. And then Sean Poole and Aaron Fleming, a couple of friends of mine from over in the Wellman area. Aaron, of course, we're going to call him the host. I'm just kind of the guy that hangs around on Real Talk with Aaron and Steve. He is the Aaron part of the Aaron and Steve. Pastor Aaron Fleming with a birthday on Sunday. So happy birthday to all of those fine folks. Celebrity birthdays for today. Dick Van Dyke. I'm sure he woke up dancing today. That guy can still bust a move at the age of 99. The actor Dick Van Dyke. John Davidson. Used to be a TV host back in the day. I remember his name. I remember what he looks like. I cannot remember the shows that John Davidson hosted, but John is 83. Baseball's Ferguson Jenkins is 82. From rock music, and he likes to cause a little stir with regarding his politics. Ted Nugent is 76. Cat scratch fever. Ted Nugent, 76. Alabama's Randy Owen with his unibrow. His unibrow is turning 75 today. He came out of the womb with a unibrow. It was weird. John Anderson, just a swinging. John Anderson, country music's John Anderson, 70 years old. I'm just a swinging. Actor Steve Buscemi, is that how you say his name? Buscemi? Do you see me? Do you not? Buscemi? He's an interesting looking fella. Google's, if you don't know who I'm talking about, look up Steve Buscemi. Now you see me, now you don't. He is 67 years old. Jamie Foxx, who has to have a Netflix special to announce what his health issues were. The actor and comedian, 57. And then T Swizzle. Well, T Swift. Taylor Swift. You know, Travis Kelce's girlfriend. The one that makes like $1 billion and just wrapped up her 2-year-long Eras tour. She's 35. That seems weird because, you know, I originally came from the world of country radio. And seeing that Taylor Swift is 35 is just weird. Because when she broke into country radio, man, she was just a kid, literally, like a teenager. Now she's all grown up, 35 years old. So those are your celebrity and hometown birthdays brought to us by Hometown Real Estate, Nikki Leathers, your realtor. All right. Hey, hope you're off to a good start on this Friday the 13th. We're doing the morning wake up brought to us by Brothers Market from the Oski Dental Studios. Right now, 9 degrees, that winter weather advisory in effect for this Friday night. On this date in history, it was on this date in 1642, New Zealand was discovered by a Dutch navigator. It was right beside Old Zealand. Why did they call it New Zealand? I don't know. On this date in 1918, Woodrow Wilson, Woody, arrived in France. That made him the first U.S. president to visit Europe while in office, 1918. On this date in 1978, I remember this as a kid, the Susan B. Anthony dollar coin was introduced by the U.S. government. It was not really a very popular thing. So, yeah. 1991, the Koreas, North and South, I don't know what happened to East and West Korea, but North and South Korea got together and signed a historic non-aggression agreement aimed at eventual reconciliation. That didn't work out too great back in 1991. Today on the National Day calendar, it's National Guard birthday. So it's the National Guard's birthday, I'm assuming. It's National Violin Day. It's National Cocoa Day. National Day of the Horse. And it's Pick a Pathologist Day. If you haven't picked a pathologist yet, today is the day. Do it. Pick that pathologist. And yes, it is Friday the 13th. So you can celebrate all of those days. Let's go ahead and hear from some of our sponsors, including our headliner, Brothers Market. Brothers Market in Sigourney is having a 2-day sale this Friday and Saturday. Bring the little ones in. Santa will be here on Friday, December 13th from 5 to 7 p.m. Door prizes and free samples. Take advantage of all the great savings you see. Savings are always made simple at Brothers Market in Sigourney, but especially during the 2-day sale this Friday and Saturday. That's Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney on the west side of the square.
Are you looking for the perfect holiday gift for a friend, colleague, relative, or hostess? An Iowa wine from Tassel Ridge Winery is an excellent place to start. Red, white, and blue and blackberry are very popular among sweet wine lovers, while fans of white wine love our award-winning Kennel White and Brianna. For people who prefer pink semi-sweet wine, we offer Steuben and 8 other rosés. Dry wine lovers like our 2021 Iowa Petite Pearl. Tassel Ridge wines are available at the winery and at 350 retail outlets located all over Iowa.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because Because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to enjoy their dreams.
Try it again. You're getting the hang of this. Good job.
American Family Insurance.
Contact Christy Tarr in Oskaloosa at 641-673-8965. It's Christmas time at Mahaska Drug at 205 Northeast Street in Oskaloosa. They have everything Christmas that you could possibly need in the store. You've got to stop in and check it out. Plus, come see Santa at Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa every Saturday through Christmas, plus on Christmas Eve from 11 to 1. Mahaska Drug also has a wreath decorating contest going on. The annual Christmas giving tree is in store, and so much more. There's always something happening at Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. They're open 7 days a week. Stop by for whatever your Christmas needs are.
When shopping here at Helmuth Ford, we will do our best to put you in the vehicle that you want, that you love, and that is safe for your family.
Your safety is our focus. That's why we are a full-service repair facility.
We'd love to sell you a vehicle of your choosing. If we don't have it, we'll do our best to find it for you. If you're looking for a vehicle with low miles, a great price, and a friendly atmosphere, come visit us here at Helmuth Ford.
We look forward to seeing you soon.
See our full inventory at helmuthford.com.
Enchanted Events, located just south of Sigourney off Highway 149, is the perfect venue to host a wedding, graduation, reunions, and so much more. They can seat up to 500 guests. There's bridal and groom rooms, a large bar, and more. For more inquiries, contact Mel or Chelsea or email enchantedeventsvenue@gmail.com or find more information at enchantedeventsvenue.com.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP, is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
Winter in the Midwest can definitely be unpredictable. Whether it's a frozen or broken water pipe, fire emergency, or a surprise mold, ServPro of Ottumwa, Oskaloosa, and Grinnell Pella has you covered with trained professionals ready 24/7, 365 days a year to make your emergency like it never even happened. Visit servpro.com, Ottumwa, Oskaloosa, or call us at 641-682-0782.
Thank you for calling the City Cinema Mega Multiplex 2 Quad Tri-Omni Theaters, your oasis for great entertainment if you don't know what the word oasis means. Now playing, a Roman fighter always eats beans before his battles in Gladiator Toot. A Seinfeld alum wants revenge in Kramer the Hunter, and Ed asks the question, what do you call that part of the candle you light in the movie Wick Ed? So, for the time of your life you'll continue to revisit in therapy, make the regretful decision to make tonight the night you wish you'd waited until tomorrow night to visit your nearest City Cinema Mega Multiplex 2 Quad Tri-Omni Theaters. Thank you for calling.
Man, those movies sound great. I need to get to the theater this weekend. Hey, we do thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headline sponsor on the Morning Wake Up, and we are broadcasting live from the Oski Dental Studios. Do want to remind you that you want to get your registrations in for Santa Steve's stocking. As you can see there on your screen, prize package valued, as we told you, it's up to $1,100 in value. $500 in cash and about $600 in mostly gift cards and an electric toothbrush, I should say, from Oski Dental. So get in to these locations, get registered. You've got 1 week, because on the 20th of December, I am going to do a live video and draw our prize winner. One person out of everybody who registers is going to win this prize pack. You can do that. Here are the 20 locations. Hold on. Here we go. Julie's Homestyle Cafe, Shop Jen Miracle, Aesthetics by Lily, Style Me Crazy, Betsy's Boutique, Casey's in Sigourney, Stam Garden Center and Nursery, Sinclair Napa, Barnwired, Brothers Market, Brushed by Jude, Tassel Ridge Winery, Sigourney TV and Appliance, Colbert Feed, Copper Lantern, Eagle's Nest Bookstore, Mahaska Drug, Sigourney Mercantile, The Garden Gate, and Oski Dental. Get into those locations. Get registered. 1 week, we're going to be drawing for a prize winner. Do it. It's Santa Steve Stock. Ho, ho, ho. See, I got it. If you're watching the video on this, we got Santa's. This is the Santa Steve stocking. It's got to lay his beer out a little bit. And full of stuff. It's got a bunch of gift cards in there. And we've got the electric toothbrush. Or, as I was trying to say earlier, the electronic toothbrush. Philips Sonicare. Philips Sonicare. So, that's your stuff. Get registered. Maybe win. Shall we do some things you need to know? Probably. We should probably do that. In some things you need to know, Morgan Wallen going to be spending 7 days at a DUI education center, months after he was arrested for throwing a chair from the roof of a Nashville bar. So, Morgan getting some edumacation about why it's bad to drink that much. Let's see here. Happy Gilmore 2, the movie. It is leaked that both the rapper Eminem and golfer Jack Nicklaus will be making a cameo appearance in Happy Gilmore 2. Could Friday the 13th be your lucky day today? Maybe. There's $670 million to win in tonight's Mega Millions jackpot, so I might want to buy your ticket for that. How about this? Something's up with cruise lines. Not sure what's going on, but Norwegian Cruise Lines has canceled several months of cruises on 3 ships. The second such round of scrapped sailings in recent weeks. So what's happening then in the world of cruise ships? I don't know. How about 77-year-old David Letterman? He says that retirement is both a myth and nonsense. So don't look for David Letterman to fully retire anytime soon. In fact, his beard just keeps getting longer. So, yeah, no retirement for Letterman. There's going to be a meteor shower at its peak tonight. An almost full moon might dampen things a little bit, but it will result in upwards of 15 shooting stars an hour. So keep your eyes to the sky. I don't know what if we're going to have cloudy. You know, obviously we're going to get a little bit of rain and freezing rain stuff tonight, so probably not going to be able to see that very well. But a meteor shower at its peak tonight. How about Sir Elton John? He has been named Time Magazine's Icon of the Year. He also said in a recent interview that legalizing pot was, quote, one of the greatest mistakes of all time. I don't know anything else about why he said that or where that came from, but those are his thoughts from Elton John. How about the University of North Carolina hiring Bill Belichick as their next head coach? Bill Belichick signing a big deal. I don't know if it actually is part of his contract. I saw at one point that part of the deal was going to be that Bill's son would be guaranteed to take over the program as head coach once Bill retires, because Bill's up there in age. So we'll see if that happens. How about President Joe Biden commuting the sentences of roughly 1,500 people who were released from prison and placed on home confinement during the coronavirus pandemic, and also pardoning 39 Americans convicted of nonviolent crimes. Basically, all of Joe Biden's friends getting released from prison. It's the largest single-day act of clemency in modern history. Now, my thought is, Joe Biden wants to do this. I mean, when Donald Trump comes into office, is he just going to let everybody out that he thinks should possibly be released? I mean, I'm sure all the January 6th people that are in jail or serving time, he's going to release them. Why wouldn't he? I mean, if Biden is doing this, why wouldn't Trump do the exact same thing? Or even more? You can't blame him. I mean, if the precedent has been set by the president. We'll see. Saudi Arabia has won the honor of hosting the 2034 World Cup. I am so excited. Nah, not really. Don't care about soccer. Al Michaels has a new contract with Amazon to host Thursday Night Football again next year. It'll be reviewed year by year. Al is 80 years old, or turning 80 years old this month. So, I mean, guy's got a classic football announcing voice, but 80 years old. Thursday Night Football, Al Michaels. Let's go to the state of Washington. Lawmakers are trying to figure out a solution to the transgender athlete controversy in schools, and they're actually considering a third league. You know, girls, boys, and others. Now, my question is, with the transgender league in the state of Washington, would that be separated in two, or would it just be like, because, you know, boys being girls and girls being boys, are they just going to stick them all together? Or are they going to have two separate, where it's, you know, boys, girls, and then girls, boys? It's something to think about. Isn't it mostly like, and I'm not going to go off on this, but isn't it mostly like the boys that want to be in the girls' sports? You don't really hear anything about girls being in boys sports, because we could go down a path on this. I'm not going to do it. How about this? Golden Bachelor star Jerry Turner has cancer. He says that diagnosis played a part in his divorce with Teresa Nist. Is that how you say that? I'm assuming that the 99% of the reason that they were divorced is because they got married on a TV show. What does cancer have to do with getting a divorce? Yeah. And then finally, if you're looking for something for Christmas, you can now buy a Hyundai on Amazon Prime. So you can buy a vehicle now on Amazon Prime. Interesting. Those are your things you need to know. Let's go to the impossible. Today's impossible question. This is kind of lame. Today's impossible question. I need to hire a new impossible question person. About 70% of people say they will buy this during the holiday season. What are we talking about? 70% of people say they will buy this during the holiday season. What are we talking about? Okay, let's go to the comments on Facebook on this Friday morning. Dan, Bubby, Tamra, Dixie, Sherry, Sandy, Patrick, Jackie, Anthony, Sherry, Nancy, and Pat, all in the comments this morning. Good morning to you guys and everybody else watching out there in internet land. Today's impossible question. 70% of people say they will buy this during the holiday season. What is it? Patrick says alcohol. That might be, but in this particular case, I'm looking for Scotch tape. Scotch tape to tape up those presents. So Scotch tape is what we're looking for on that. All right, that's your impossible question. What have we got next? Oh, let's get weird.
That is weird.
Oh, it's weird. Let's go to Brazil. A pilot flying in Brazil was forced to make an emergency landing after a vulture crashed into the cockpit mid-flight. The bird shattered the plane's windshield, leaving a big hole, scattering feathers, and covering the cockpit in blood. Yummy. Dive bombing vultures. Lucky they didn't crash the plane. Other stuff going on in the weird. After decades of research, scientists pinpointed the gene responsible for orange fur in domestic cats. How'd you like that to be your life story? I spent decades in the lab figuring out why there are orange cats. That is my life. How'd that obituary read? He led his life wondering why cats were orange, and he found out. Let's go to coffee drinkers. A comprehensive study by the University of, how do you say that? Coimbra, Portugal. Study analyzing 85 global studies. So it's a study that is analyzing 85 other studies. Suggests that drinking 3 cups of coffee daily could add nearly 2 years to a person's life. So, these things go back and forth. Coffee's bad for you. Coffee's good for you. This one says 3 cups of coffee will add 2 years to your life. 3 cups of coffee a day. Let's go to Africa and elephants. Researchers from the University of Oxford and the group called Save the Elephants have discovered that African elephants, are there elephants anywhere else naturally other than, I've never thought of that. Are there elephants anywhere else naturally other than Africa? Anyway, African elephants use specific vocalizations akin to human names to identify and address individuals in their social groups. So, I think we've talked about this subject before, because I clearly remember probably a year ago making elephant noises on this show. Let's go to funeral directors. Yes, that's a fun topic. Funeral directors are reporting a surge in work-related injuries, including broken hands, strained shoulders, and back spasms caused by handling increasingly heavy coffins amid the growing obesity epidemic. So, big people, let's just put it that way, big heavy people are causing injuries to funeral directors when they die because they're so heavy. Undertakers face significant physical strain while maneuvering coffins during services, prompting concerns about workplace safety for funeral directors. So, lose some weight, if for no other reason other than to quit injuring funeral directors. How about that? And then finally, in the weird today, Grandma got run over by a reindeer. It actually happened during Watertown, New York's annual Turkey Day run. 2 women were knocked down by a group of reindeer, an incident that led many on social media to humorously reference the Christmas song, Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. Of course, there is video of this online showing at least 4 deer charging at the participants at the start of the race. One deer colliding directly with 2 women. So the grandmas did actually get run over by a reindeer. That's your weird news. Let's go to the files of law and disorder. In disorder. In a peculiar, that's always such a weird word to say. Peculiar. In a peculiar Fall River, Massachusetts incident, a 33-year-old man attempted to evade police by climbing onto a rooftop and descending into a chimney, like Santa Claus. However, he became hopelessly stuck. Maybe he's one of those heavy people that are causing injuries to funeral directors. He became stuck in the chimney and required rescue by the same officers that he was running away from, along with the fire department and emergency medical services. So that guy's an idiot. Files of law and disorder. Shall we do something that might, maybe, make you smile? I say we do it.
Something that makes you smile.
Something to make you smile. Oh, it's brought to us by Lifetime Dental Solutions. And for all things dental, see Dr. Stacy Freeze, Lifetime Dental Solutions. They can help you with dentures, extractions, pediatrics, lots of other things at Lifetime Dental Solutions. All right, something to make you smile. A 17-month-old toddler in San Diego became his own hero after falling into a backyard pool. Let's see here. Thanks to the training that the infant had from Infant Self-Rescue. Surveillance footage shows the boy instinctively taking a deep breath as he fell, flipping onto his back and floating until his father arrived. Again, this is a 17-month-old. There is some video online of this. His quick thinking and calm reaction resulted from months of the swimming lessons, which teach infants how to survive accidental falls into the water. So, way to go, 17-year-old kid. Taking lessons and learning from those swimming lessons. That's something to make you smile. That is posted on my Steve Shetler Media Facebook page right now. And then let's go to the duh.
Duh.
In some Florida content creator, a Florida content creator, arrested after allegedly documenting her shoplifting incident on TikTok. How stupid do you have to be? Police investigated a theft at a Target in Florida where a woman, later identified as Valise, was seen using fake barcodes at a self-checkout, stealing $500 worth of goods. A tipster recognized her from security footage, which matched her TikTok outfit, and reported her to authorities. The video, which has now been deleted from TikTok, showed Valise preparing for the theft. Now, this isn't her first offense. She previously faced charges for a similar incident at a Walmart. She's been charged with petty theft and released on bond. Yeah. You're dumb, and you get the duh.
Duh.
In the duh. Hey, before we get out of here, I do want to tell you that Goldie the Goose is on the loose in Oskaloosa. We've been talking about this off and on the last week or so about Goldie the Goose from the Golden Goose Club in Oskaloosa, which is a club that does fantastic things for the community of Oskaloosa. This group of ladies providing money for a variety of different things that they do for good things in Oskaloosa. Now, Goldie the Goose is encouraging people to write letters to Santa and drop these off to Brushed by Jude in downtown Oskaloosa. So get your letters in to Santa at Brushed by Jude and do that now. Now, Goldie the Goose did just post yesterday to be looking for something from what they're calling the Golden Goose Choir for your listening enjoyment. We'll see how enjoyable it is. The Golden Goose Choir maybe is singing some Christmas songs. So my dogs heard me making goose noises, and now they're going crazy. So I don't know if they would appreciate it, but follow Goldie the Goose on Facebook and see what this is all about. So Goldie the Goose, the Golden Goose Club in Oskaloosa, having some fun during this Christmas season. My dogs are right outside my door barking. That makes for fantastic sound effects. Let's take one last look at our forecast for today. It's brought to us by the Garden Gate. Winter weather advisory in effect tonight, Friday night at midnight, until tomorrow morning, Saturday at 9 a.m. Otherwise, partly sunny today and 24. That freezing rain expected to move in after 2 a.m. overnight tonight. Your weather always sponsored by the Garden Gate in Sigourney. Of course, we do thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headline sponsor of the Morning Wake Up. 2-day sale going on today and tomorrow at Brothers Market. I'm sure a ton of people, let's go back to Brothers Market. I'm sure a ton of people with the freezing rain coming in will still have that mentality that they need to get to the grocery store and get the bread and milk. Get the bread and milk. You got to get there's freezing rain in the forecast. We're going to get shut down for months. Do people still do that? I know they still do it. I bet if you go into Brothers Market right now, it might be a little bit low on bread and milk. It's crazy how people think that. Anyway, Brothers Market, headline sponsor for our morning wake up. We broadcast live from the Oski Dental Studios. We appreciate both of those big sponsors here on Steve Shetler Media, as we do with all of our sponsors. You know, we got We got Brothers Market right up here. We got Oski Dental, the banner behind me. We've got all these rotating sponsors down here. So yeah, sponsors, advertisers, thank you so much. And thank you guys for watching and listening. Video-wise today here on Steve Shetler Media, of course, we've got In Remembrance Of at 8 a.m. every weekday. 11:30 on this Friday, we'll have our Iowa Music Showcase, Lori and Joe King at Barn Wired in Sigourney. And Successful Farming coming up at 5:30 this evening. Tomorrow morning, again, we'll see. Sports section, maybe, possibly. We'll see. We'll find out together. I'll put out a little notice on Facebook as to whether or not we're going to do that. Otherwise, that'll do it for our morning wake-up on this Friday the 13th. You guys be good. Watch out for black cats. Don't walk under any ladders today on this Friday the 13th. Be safe. Be safe out there. All right. We'll see you here Monday at 7 a.m.